Ladies and gentlemen, after a very long hiatus, welcome back to the Nerd Herders Trailer Park.
Today we have the trailer for Conjuring 2.
Yes, which is kind of cool what they're doing. It's not a sequel necessarily to the first story about the family that was plagued by this witch's spirit that was haunting the house. But it's another case file taken from the books of, not the books, but the life of Ed and Lorraine Warren, world-renowned demonologists. This is about the Enfield or Enfield poltergeist, which is somewhere in England, I'm guessing, based on the fact that the little girl in the trailer has the English accent, and it's very kind of...
I think it said it's London, 1977. I think is what it said at the beginning of the trailer. Enfield, London, yeah.
Okay.
And so, whereas we already had Annabelle, which was a prequel to The Conjuring, which was another case file. Now you have the Enfield case file. So the only returning characters are Ed and Lorraine Warren.
And also that creepy music that it was already kind of a strained connection between the first and second movie, or The Conjuring and Annabelle rather, and for some reason they used it at the end of the trailer, which I guess is just kind of that whole...
They're just trying to show you it's the same franchise.
Yeah, yeah.
It's different, but it's still the same.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, you have a creepy little child.
Yeah, as always. It's always children, because that's what pulls the audience in. It's like, oh no, there's a child involved. The only thing that would be worse is if it was like a really cute dog being possessed or something like that. Because you know how people get with animals in movies. They get very emotional about it. So let's talk about some things that we saw in the trailer. Okay. So there's a little girl, and we get that she's hearing these voices. There's
a voice.
A voice, yeah.
A voice.
She says in the trailer that it's not like it's coming from in her, but from behind her. So one thing that we know is like a poltergeist is not like a demon, so she's not being possessed. Right. There's some other entity that's present in the home, and it's just speaking to her as like a medium kind of deal. So do you think that it's just kind of chosen this girl, and that's just going to be an element of the story or whatever happened in real life?
Yeah, that for whatever reason. Oh, okay.
Or do you think...
It's a two-parter.
Do you think that she's going to be like a spiritual medium, and it's like, yeah, this poltergeist is communicating with her, but she's capable of like hearing other spirits or whatever, kind of similar to what the Warrens are capable of doing.
Yeah,
at least what Lorraine
is capable of doing. I'm going to say that it's probably just chosen her for whatever reason.
Okay.
Whether it was previously attached to the house or the family through a lineage, I don't know. Or if it just randomly selected the girl. But I think for the sake of this movie, I think it's just going to be fixating on her.
Yeah, because I know like we get that whole look of her on the swings talking about how it's like talking behind her, and then there's a lot of really eerie close-up shots of the little kid's face, and you see she's got these real dark marks under her eyes. Like she looks
probably
like
hasn't slept.
Yeah, she looks exhausted. And I mean, there's the one shot of her where she's like upside down on the ceiling.
Yeah, she like wakes up. It's almost like if she's waking up from being unconscious or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But then like the camera does a real cool, as it pans out, it flips, and you realize she's actually on the ceiling.
It's like something out of Alice in Wonderland almost.
Yeah. But she had like strings
on
her wrists.
It literally looked like strings, like marionette strings almost.
Like she was strung up, and then it's like a quick cut and she's on the floor.
Mm-hmm. So, and all of a sudden she's in a different room.
Right.
There was no cupboards.
Maybe she went through the floor through the roof into the floor of the next room.
Oh.
Because it was such a quick,
Yeah, that'd be really creepy. I think that'd be cool.
I mean, it's definitely a different room. She went from being on the ceiling to immediately being on a floor. So maybe she went up.
Talking about her being on this next floor brings up the one thing about the movie that's like kind of bugging me about it. And it's something that's been a huge part of at least American culture, as far as I know, for years and years, is the upside down cross.
Oh, yeah.
Which people take as like, oh, it's like a satanic symbol or it's witchcraft or whatever, and it's not.
Or that when you turn it upside down, it loses its warding.
Yeah, or it's like disrespectful or something. Like that was the one thing that was not in the first Conjuring. Like when the crosses were up, they never flipped upside down. They just went flying away.
Yeah, they just knocked them off the mantle or whatever.
So, I mean,
it's this shot, the room, I mean, there's got to be like
it's
20 to 50 crosses
the entire
in this room.
was just wallpapered with crucifixes,
and they
I will
all start turning.
It was a cool effect, though. It's like they were all doing the wave as the camera moves behind her. You see them just kind of
all moving.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
they're definitely playing with their effects.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Any horror film in 2016, and they're gonna be all about the effects.
I wonder if it was motorized or if they just had like 100 people standing behind the walls, like, all right, we're going to coordinate our turns.
I don't know.
One person does it to her, like, damn it, Bob. Something like that. I don't know. It's just the whole upside down cross thing. Just kind of, I'm like, really?
Yeah,
yeah.
And then, like, as soon as they're flipped, that's when she gets attacked.
Yeah, it was like an old man that jumped out of the corner. I'm confused.
Well, and you could see him standing there.
Yeah.
In the shadow, so it's not like he appeared out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I noticed that while the crosses were still turning. I'm like, there's a dude just chilling there, and then sure enough, he jumped out, and she's like, oh my god, I totally didn't see you, even though you were right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why it's an old man. I'm assuming that's the poltergeist.
That's the form he's chosen to take. Peeves, maybe. It's in England.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something about little girls and old men that are just creepy.
Because it's opposite. That's total opposite ends of the spectrum.
I guess.
You got different genders, completely different ages.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people are afraid of old people. My younger brother, for one, is petrified of old people. So it's I think it's kind of the fear of becoming old, and not just like being alive for so long, but that physical transformation.
Plus, when you put the effects on a decrepit shape, it just adds to the creepy factor.
I guess. Yeah.
So you really don't see that many shots of Ed.
No, you get the whole conversation.
You get like one shot of him like turning,
and then you get that like, "Our Father," he's like crying while he's praying, and I mean, I don't know. I got kind of the vibe he was made of tougher stuff in the first Conjuring.
Yeah, he was
like, yeah, we're gonna put this cross around, piss off these demons.
He was pretty hardcore in the first one.
Yeah.
What year did the first movie take place? I don't remember. Is this a later or earlier case?
I don't remember, because that was a question you had asked me. Was in the first Conjuring, they brought up the whole one time she got too close, or something. She almost lost like a bit of who she is, so that's why they had like
They referenced like when they were doing an exorcism and she almost got killed or she got really hurt or whatever. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, that's the timer already. Well, I'm not done with my thought. So,
okay, continue.
And so I was wondering, like, oh, maybe this movie's about that case where it almost things went too far and they almost lost her, but that doesn't seem like it because this isn't an exorcism. And
no, and I mean, maybe it's just the actress has grown older, but I actually felt like maybe the makeup on Lorraine Warren made her look a bit more aged. There was definitely gray in her hair.
Yeah, definitely.
And she had a heavier face.
I mean, Ed didn't really look any different, but
no,
that actor,
he still has a spectacular sideburns. That man,
that actor really hasn't aged since seeing him in the first Insidious movie. So
no, I mean, even before that,
he did.
Was it Lakeview Terrace, the movie with Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, I think that was him.
That was the first movie I remember seeing him in.
It's probably a later case. I don't know if you guys remember what year the first Conjuring was.
I'm pretty sure it was the 70s.
Well, yeah, it was definitely the 70s, but this was 77, so it's like, was it like 78 or 72 or so.
Let's watch it again.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Annabelle was pretty good. The first Conjuring I really like. Mm-hmm. So I've high hopes for this one. Yeah. It's such a quick trailer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You really don't see much.
It was the first teaser trailer.
Yeah, they'll release more in the future, but I'm just excited they're even making another one.
Yeah. Are you guys excited? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if there's any other trailers out there you'd like us to do our show about, go ahead. Feel free to comment that as well. Let's throw a link in the description for the trailer that we watched.
The teaser trailer that just came out.
Yeah.
And hopefully this is a good, scary film because we did Trailer Park on Krampus and we didn't see it, but heard it sucked.
We also did a Trailer Park on The Boy.
The Boy, and it just came out as a bombshell.
I've heard mixed things about it. I've heard some people say it's really scary, and some people say it's a terrible movie.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's doing horribly in the box office because The Revenant.
Well, yeah. I mean, how many scary movies do you think have come out in history that have really been like, what a box office success? Except for
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah. Because that was like a film phenomenon. It was
the first one.
Yeah.
And to a degree, the second one. After that, who cares?
Yeah, it kind of went downhill.
So yeah, hopefully this will be a good horror film, and we'll come at you with another trailer soon.